everybody, welcome back to BK's Bullets. Today we're talking about Fables Volume 21. This is Happily Ever After. Hey everybody, welcome back to BK's Bullets. I'm Brent, your host as always, and today we're talking the penultimate volume of Fables. One might also say the last volume of Fables, since the next volume also serves as final issue and in volume 22. We'll talk about that more when we read it. Haven't read it yet. I'm so really excited to get to it. However, do not skip this volume. This volume is the beginning of the movie, of the finale of Fables. There is so much stuff here that sets up all the questions I had in the last volume, Camelot, where I was like, why are all these factions popping up? What's the deal with Snow White and Rose Red all of a sudden becoming enemies, or feeling like there's something against Snow White? All that is explained here. And while it says happily ever after, there's a little bit of like an admission between the two sisters that they are going to go to war with each other. But the reason for that, only Rose Red finds out in the latter half of the book. And boy, that is a very, very interesting thing to experience. Bigby Wolf is back. You know, you have Miss Lay controlling him with her ring, and he looks to be a pawn in the final volume here, and she's kind of revealed as a pseudo Mistress Dark kind of thing, and then quickly dispatched by one of our characters. You also have the return of Frau Totenkinder, and she is also quickly dispatched. So it's kind of like amazing how fast these characters will come back in this volume and then end up on the wrong side of a sword. Kind of leaving it nebulous there also. You still have a duel going on between Brandish and Lancelot, and it seems like, you know, Brandish keeps getting injured, and I keep harking back to like 2 or 3 volumes ago where you had Brandish telling everybody, or just Snow White and Bigby maybe, that he could not be harmed, if he got harmed, the same would befall Snow. Well, there's a pretty big moment in here where Brandish is harmed irrefutably, that if it happens to Snow White in the next volume, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I would not be surprised if that then becomes the end of her. Because that moment happened, and I immediately went, uh-oh, this is bad for Snow, and then remembered that there's the spell that delays that harm from coming to Snow White is still in progress here. But she had, in the last volume, she was telling people to go kill Brandish no matter what, because she hates this guy's fucking guts. Lots of characters are being taken off the board here, seemingly very fast. I kind of wasn't a fan of that, to see so many characters we grew up and loved. I mean, yes, they're fulfilling their duty. They're going up against this enemy, this, terrorizing Bigby. But for Bigby to be, we knew he was powerful, but for him just to dispatch all of his friends so quickly and take them off the board was just kind of a shock. And just felt like it was just another, like, a page turn. Here's another one. And, like, there's literally 2 people that are taken off the board in a matter of 1 issue. That are pretty major players in terms of Fables nowadays. So that was shocking. But it is kind of weird to see how this ends up with Rose Red kind of saying, she's controlling Bigby and maybe she's actually in love with Bigby. The whole thing with the 2 sisters and the power and the split, and they always have to go to war, that whole thing is a very interesting tale. Don't want to spoil it all here on why or how, but it's kind of, I will be surprised to see if Bill Willingham can write his way out of this after all, or if he's going to make Fables a tragic tale of 2 sisters. I hope there's a great twist, I hope for a happily ever after, but then again, Fables has told us that there is no real happily ever after in this world. So art, again, Mark Buckingham, still doing a great job. This has, the last issue, this has like 9 issues in here, because that last one ended with 140. So this is 141 through 149, yeah. So basically 9 chapters of Happily Ever After, all drawn by Mark Buckingham, and then we're into the finale with the next video. So really great volume, really enjoyed it. Check it out. We'll see you guys next time in the Funny Pages.